This news update is brought to you by...
Hi, I'm Red Plastic Bag. Anyone who knows me knows I don't like cold. Sunshine reigns in my country. I love it.
Catch the sun power.
This is the 6 p.m. Barbados Today update for Tuesday, March the 18th, 2014. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Topping the news at this hour. Enough is enough. Put a stop to the bickering. Minister of Social Care Steve Blackett knocks the National Organization of Women and the Men's Educational and Support Association for their recent public spats. The two groups have been at odds on several matters, including mandatory DNA testing at birth and issues relating to domestic violence. Minister Blackett says they are sending the wrong signal.
Now, I know that they were established, Mr. Speaker, to represent the interests of the individual constituencies, and so they should. But while representing their constituencies, they have to be mindful that in their quest, apparently not to cede ground to each other, they are cultivating the very set of dangerous antagonism and contention that have spawned the same conflict they are seeking to address between the sexes on the issues surrounding gender-based conflict. I have a real problem with that.
On this World Social Work Day, there is a strong call for social workers to speak up and do more to influence the society. At a panel discussion this morning, Executive Director of the Barbados Family Planning Association, George Griffith, says now more than ever before, there's a growing demand for social services in light of prevailing economic conditions. He stresses that social work is a dynamic force for good, but he tells social care professionals and providers it cannot be business as usual.
Our association, as an act of survival, must take a meaningful stand in defense of the profession of social work if we are to frontally address existing social and economic crises as they are presented through the utilization of those social work solutions which we, to a large extent, are eminently trained to provide.
An acting director of social policy, Lee Rose, wants social workers and agencies to move beyond making incremental improvements in the lives of vulnerable members of society. In fact, he's proposing a radical change, suggesting there needs to be an explicit human rights approach to development.
Your organization can be in the vanguard for transformational change in this society by articulating for institutional and legal change which make us agencies and departments more reflective of modern realities, more participatory and more willing to listen to the needs of their people, more able to engender empowerment and unlock aspirations. In short, become more human rights friendly.
To sports news, the Barbados Cricket Association issues an apology to cricket legend Desmond Haynes 1 week after he reported he was denied smooth entry into Kensington Oval while attempting to attend a 2020 game. The BCA says it will fully investigate the incident and report its findings to the WICB.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Hi, I'm Red Plastic Bag. Anyone who knows me knows I don't like cold. Sunshine reigns in my country. I love it.
Catch the sun power.
To the region now. Set the date. The opposition Antigua Labour Party serves notice it's anxious to go to the polls and it's pressing Prime Minister Baldwin Spencer to make the announcement. The Gaston Brown-led ALP contends the government's conventional 5-year term ended on March 12th, and as a result, Prime Minister Spencer has lost the moral authority to continue in office. But Spencer has hit back, accusing the ALP of holding up the process by its failure to remove 2 court matters related to the poll. On the international scene, checks into the background of Chinese citizens on board the missing Malaysian Airlines jetliner have uncovered no links to terrorism. This rules out that the Uyghur Muslim separatists might have been involved with the disappearance of the Boeing 777 and its 239 passengers and crew on March 8th. The plane was carrying 154 Chinese passengers when the Malaysian officials say someone on board deliberately diverted its route to Beijing less than 1 hour into the flight. A massive search operation that is continuing in the Indian Ocean is yet to find any trace of the plane. That's been the 6 p.m. update. Join us again at 7 a.m. Until then, log on to www.barbadostoday.bb. Subscribe to our e-paper and like us on Facebook to get more news and sports. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Stay tuned. The Business Minute is up next.
The Business Minute is brought to you by Signia Financial Group.
To my people out there working hard to expand your horizons, chasing a flawless dream. Keep your eyes on the prize and we don't look back. It's forward thinking, on to the new stuff. It's time to lay bricks on the foundation of your future.
Get set with Signia to be sure the world will be yours. Take you to exceptional, incredible new heights. And get set with Signia.
Signia, quality solutions for your financial needs.
This is the Barbados Today Business Minute for Tuesday, 18th March 2014. I'm Vic Fernandes. Stronger laws are coming to protect the rights of consumers and to ensure that businesses raise the bar on the quality of goods and services they provide. According to Minister of Industry and Commerce, Don Villinis, it's all part of the government's efforts to ensure that consumers are confident and comfortable when making business transactions. Speaking at the 10th annual lecture of the Fair Trading Commission, Innes revealed the government is in the final stages of completing its review of legislation administered by the Office of the Public Counsel and the FTC.
Additionally, regulations to the Electronic Transactions Act will shortly be enacted to provide a more secure and trusted legal and regulatory environment so that more persons can buy into the benefits of the use of electronic commerce as an improvement to the quality of their life. Now, it is no secret that, as in all areas of national development, government must play a leading role in the promotion and enhancement of competition, the prohibition of anti-competitive business conduct, and the promotion of consumer welfare and the protection of consumer interests.
The chairman of the Barbados Entrepreneurship Foundation, Peter Booz, says sports is big business and the island could reap significant benefits if it stages more events. Booz, who was impressed with activity at last week's one-day international games at Kensington Oval, says entrepreneurs in the food, beverage and entertainment sectors could capitalize more if additional cricket tournaments and other sporting events are held at the Mecca of cricket in the Caribbean.
The more the merrier. Let's bring 2 or 3 tours here a year if we could do it. I think, but it could be privatized, you know. I think it could be more commercialized. Get commercial enterprises to help organize tournaments here, you know. This needs to be used after all, and I think cricket and other sports would be fantastic.
A new beverage is on the market. Local soft drink manufacturer Banks Holdings Limited has launched a new product, the Clear Sparkling Beverage. Alexis Garrett, category manager for soft drinks, says it's part of efforts to improve the company's product offerings as it seeks to remain a market leader despite challenging economic times. And now for today's financial tip. If you're looking for areas to save, cut down on the number of times you go to the ATM per week, as this can take a significant bite out of your budget. That's been the Barbados Today Business Minute. Join us again on Thursday. Until then, you can get more business and news by logging on to www.barbadostoday.bb, subscribing to our e-paper, and liking us on Facebook. I'm Vic Fernandes.
To my people out there working hard to expand your horizons, chasing a flawless dream. Keep your your eyes on the prize and we don't look back. It's forward thinking, on to the new stuff. It's time to lay bricks on the foundation of your future.
Get set with Signia to be sure the world will be yours. Take you to exceptional, incredible new heights. And get set with Signia.
Signia, quality solutions for your financial needs.